Greetings Grapple fans and welcome back to When the Dust is Settled, the post-show results rundown brought to you by my good self Josh Kenovan on behalf of Pro 2 Wrestling. The shores of Troon became a war zone as Pro 2 presented Battlelines to a sold out Troon concert hall, and every single championship in Pro 2 was on the line, alongside Pro 2's second ever cross-promotional title defence. So, let's get into it. Show day manager Big Bad John opened the show to address the outrageous behaviour of the Blood Money Mercs after they attacked him at his home, only to be interrupted by the culprits themselves. The masked superheroes weren't far behind, and soon the opening contest for the Target Wrestling Tag Team Championships was underway. The match started with Lucha Scotland taking turns to maintain the upper hand, but it wasn't long before the Mercs managed to swing the momentum into their favour. Things were going well for the Mercs until Big Bad John pulled Dick Naylor out of the ring, which distracted Vinnie Van Driver long enough for the champs to regain the advantage. The Mercs almost got back on top, but Lucha Scotland countered with 619s in stereo. From there, Soldato hit the double Cortador Letal before Lucha hit the Swanton Bomb onto Dick Naylor to keep the belts. Up next was Daisy Jenkins, hoping to finally gain a win here in Pro 2 as she faced the newest member of the Bells division, the Goddess Hera. Hera took advantage early on and had some fun at Daisy's expense, but soon fell victim to the Pfeiffer's dirty tactics. Hera's strength was on full display, but Daisy's slipperiness often proved to be an effective counter. Jenkins tried to lock in the leech, but the Goddess was able to break out and unleash some divine retribution upon the feisty Pfeiffer with a TKO for the win. Up next was your first half main event, where Pro 2's strutting sheriff and this year's King of the Bing, Frank Cross, ran the gauntlet in defence of his Scottish Interpromotional Championship against three absolute monsters. Up first was Hunter Sampson, still furious over his double upset at King of the Bing, hoping to get his path of destruction back on track. Sampson did not go easy on Cross, manhandling him for the majority of the match, but Sampson took his eye off the ball when he went for the corner punches, which allowed Cross to pick him up and slam him down for some high justice to eliminate Sampson. The champ's next opponent was Firestar Championship Wrestling's European Heavyweight Champion, Hammerhead Smith, who wasted no time getting on the offensive. This contest was more balanced, with both men getting some heavy hits in. After failing to lift Smith for some high justice and suffering from a nasty top rope elbow drop, Cross managed to get a surprise roll up to eliminate the Bristol Brawler. Smith used his FCW belt to cheap shot Cross before his next opponent, Davey Blaze, even made it to the ring, but the Glasgow Gladiator was not alone, as he was joined by the manager of champions, Charles Boddington. We knew he had found a means of weaseling his way into the building, but we didn't know what he was going to do. It turns out it was a setup all along, as Smith immediately aligned with Blaze and Boddington and elected to remain at ringside with his new cohorts. Blaze thought that he had an easy ride to the championship, but Cross refused to go down that easily and mounted a valiant comeback to stay in the fight. Blaze had the referee distracted for long enough for Boddington to blind the champ with some powder before the Glasgow Gladiator ripped Cross in half with a Sparrowhawk spear to raise the gold. After the bout, Pro 2 owner Logan Storm was having none of it and immediately came to the ring to confront this new alliance, but was attacked for his troubles. Logan Storm Jr. took to the ring in a brave attempt to save his dad, but was the recipient of a Sparrowhawk spear, courtesy of the new Scottish Interpromotional Champion. After the break, hometown hero Brodie Turnbull represented Arcade Violence in singles action against a wildcard opponent, as they had to forfeit their Tag Team Championship opportunity after Jake Lawless unfortunately got injured and required emergency surgery 2 days before Battlelines. The surgery was a success, and all of us here at Pro 2 wish Jake Lawless a speedy recovery. The wildcard was revealed to be Pro 2 newcomer and Iron Girders graduate Brannigan, who started off the fight with his signature Saito suplex to let Turnbull know that he meant business. Brannigan stayed on top for most of the fight and almost put Turnbull away with a sleeper hold, but this only awoke the beast within, and Turnbull cranked the heat up to 10. After a foolish slap in the face from Brannigan, Turnbull sent the newcomer packing with a basement clothesline. Up next was a winner-takes-all mixed-gender tag team match for both the Bells and undisputed WISO Series championships, as Logan Smith and Angel Hayes took on Shay Monet and Emily Hayden. The match started quickly, and it wasn't long before all hell broke loose. Back inside the ring, Monet and Hayden claimed the advantage and didn't play fair at all, doing everything possible to isolate and beat down Smith. Smith was finally able to make a hot tag, and Hayes went to town on her opponents, maintaining a strong upper hand for a while before Monet managed to turn the tides once again. The two teams continuously exchanged the advantage until an errant kick from Monet to Hayden sealed his team's fate. Smith managed to neutralise Monet with a suicide dive before Hayes super kicked Hayden for the victory, allowing Smith to remain as champion of the Jokers division and for Hayes to become your new Bells champion. The penultimate match saw the Alliance defending their Pro 2 Tag Team Championships with an 8-minute time limit, better known as Alliance Rules, against a wildcard team after Arcade Violence regrettably had to withdraw. The wildcard team was revealed to be Pro 2's newest tag team, consisting of Drew Mercury and Gabriel Saul. The plucky upstarts from Iron Girder's gym had a difficult time gaining any momentum as the clock ticked down, but Mercury managed to get a momentary advantage and make the hot tag to Saul. Saul tried his best to beat down the Paisley Wrecking Machine, but suffered a low blow behind the referee's back for his efforts. With Mercury taken out at ringside by Sweeney, the champs laid waste to Saul with a Who Dares wins to defeat the wildcards and retain the belts with only 2 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock. Up next was the main event, where Scottish wrestling and television star Grado sought to defend the Storm family name as he collided with Ayrshire heavyweight champion TJ Rage, who shocked audiences by being the 3rd roster member in one night to align with Charles Boddington. Rage started strong, but Grado immediately turned the tables. Boddington attempted to interfere on numerous occasions with mixed success. Grado and Rage pulled out all the stops as they attempted to get their hand raised, with Grado almost getting the win with the R Grado, but the manager of champions pulled the referee from the ring to prevent the 3 count. Grado tried to pay Boddington out, but he was hot-shotted, allowing Rage to get the upset victory by hitting the death by DDT, much to the outrage of fans. Rage and Boddington tried to beat up Grado after the match, but the Pro 2 locker room flooded the ring to chase them off. The show closed with 2 great images of unity: Boddington's trophy cabinet basking in scandal on the stage, and the Pro 2 roster standing in defiance in the ring. But what will this sinister new conglomerate mean for the future of Pro 2? I guess we'll have to wait and see. And that is what went down at Battlelines 2023. We sadly have no more shows for the year, but fear not, Grapple fans, we will be back in 2024 with more shows on our calendar and new regions being added to our territory. For more exciting updates on our expansion, messages from your favourite roster members and more, then please like, follow and subscribe to all of our social media pages at Pro2 Wrestling on Twitter, at Pro2.wrestling on Instagram, and Pro2 Wrestling on both Facebook and YouTube, where you can tune in to Pros Tuesday every second Tuesday with Kid Thompson. I'm Josh Kenovan, and the dust may have settled, but the war most certainly isn't over. See you next time.